What is up, guys? Welcome back to Swish Life Garage. Today, guys, for this video, you're probably going to see a bunch of different clips put together because I'm going to be doing some work onto it, a little here and a little there. But right now, what I'm going to do is take off this hood. I did find another hood. There's no way I'm going to be able to take it back to the house. Hopefully the other one is in decent shape, and if I purchase it, I'll be putting it onto this car and just drive it back to the house. The main reason why I want to buy another hood or OEM hood is because, first off, this one is aftermarket. And if you guys mess with aftermarket body parts, they're not really the best. And I'll wet it here so you guys are able to see. There's like a whole bunch of like dents on the front of the hood. And so that's the main reason. See, you can see basically like the skeleton from the underside. But it's all dented up in the front and it's not OEM. So I'm gonna take a drive, try to go pick up the other hood, and we'll see how it is. Pulled up over there. He had the hood, but unfortunately it was aftermarket as well. He wasn't really familiar with aftermarket and OEM parts like that, so I did not pick that up. What I did purchase though is the climate control, because my climate control, the knob is off or is broken. It's all dirty, but you can see the knob right there. I'm not able to move it from cool to heat, and even though my AC doesn't work, I still need to use the heater whenever it's about to get cold. So I got this one here and I should be able to swap it out later on. All day yesterday I was riding around without the hood, and I went to a little kind of like a friend event, and I was on Facebook Marketplace. I found another hood, and after the event I went out to go pick it up, and here it is. It is repainted, but I don't really see too many dents. I see a little bit of Bondo crack from here. It looks like it has been repainted underneath as well, but for the most part everything looks fine. You got your usual rust that starts to form over here, and the only thing is that this latch right here is slightly bent, so probably have to get some vice grips and just bend it right back. I fixed the latch on the hood, gave it a few taps with a hammer. Pops up easy. Latch is straight. Just gave it maybe 3-4 hits and it moved right into place where I needed it, and it shuts real easy. Since I did wash the car, right now what I'm going to do, I have the sprayer full of some dish soap and water and a stainless steel blade. I'm going to go over on the outside of the windows and just make sure all the paint, all the little dirt, whatever's on here has been taken off. You could tell even on the inside there is some paint on there. I am going to get to that a little bit later, but for now I'm just going to be doing the exterior. On this window you could definitely see some of the paint from when they were priming the outside of the car. A little bit cleaner on the outside. Now I need to show it some love on the inside. I haven't cleaned up this interior. I only vacuumed the floor once, but this interior is still pretty much as dusty as the day I bought it. Definitely need to clean this up a tad bit. What I want to do is take out the seats, scrub them on down, and just try to get all the dirt out of them, get them as clean as I can. Scrub down some of these interior panels without taking everything apart. I'm going to start on the driver's seat. I'm going to take off the plastic here and for the handle, just so I could get to some of the dirt, whatever is on the back there. I'm going to clean all around the rails with some dish soap and a brush and just get off some of that dirt, grease, old fries, whatever it is. I'm going to mix up some OxyClean in a bucket with some water and hit it with this carpet washer. It's just going to help get rid of some of that dirt, stains, and oils from inside the cloth, and just try to hopefully vacuum it on out. Only put in a little bit OxyClean. Start getting on into the car. First thing I'm going to do is clean up these door jambs here. You see they're pretty dirty, so come in with the sponge and some soap, probably a brush, to just kind of just get that dirt on out, and as well here on the actual door. And then I'll get to scrubbing the door panel and cleaning that a tad bit as well, and probably try to clean up the cloth here on the door panel. It doesn't really have any sponge or anything like that, so it's not like it's going to take a ton of time to dry up. It'll dry up pretty quickly. I did take out the door panel, took everything off of it, cleaned up the carpeting or the fabric here for the armrest, and just kind of cleaned that up as much as I can. Also, all the little pieces, I went all over them, cleaned up the dirt, front side, back side, all of that stuff. The door, I did clean all that dust and some of those leaves and stuff that was behind here. And so next thing I'm going to do is take out this center console. ton of work, honestly. I said I wasn't going to take panels off, but you know how it goes. I cleaned all of these panels here that you can see: center console, shift boot, shift knob, ashtray, panels for the seats, for the door panel. And I don't know if you could tell, but on a lot of these plastics there's like black paint on there, and it's just like they wanted to make it look like it was shining. And it looks like they were just trying to like rejuvenate the plastic, make it look good. And they didn't take off, clean, or do anything to the panels. Just start spraying on the interior. And even on the door panels as well, they kind of have like a sheen to them. Definitely could see it here on the center console. It's actually better on the door panels than these other panels. See, this one doesn't look too bad, but it kind of like fades, and you could pretty much kind of tell that something else is on there. Inside the cabin looks a lot better as well. When I was scrubbing, a lot of this overspray was coming off, so I'm pretty sure it can come off if I spend more time on it. And even on the door here, you can see it was coming off. But for the most part, again, I'm just trying to clean it on up, make it look better, and feel a little bit more comfortable while driving this car. Clean up the dash, just a real quick scrub and wipe down on there. Looks 100% better. Need to clean up some of these rear quarter panels and clean here on the bottom on the metal. I did already start putting some of the interior back in, put in the passenger door panel, put in the panel here for the trunk latch. Here's the seatbelt buckles. These are cleaned up, they're just drying off right now. But here's how the seats look. In my opinion, they look a ton better. Still slight staining on there. It's gonna feel a lot more comfortable getting in the car, sitting on there, and just feeling clean. There's the rear seats. It's like something fell on there and just kind of burned the carpet or burned the seat a little bit. Not sure what happened there, but looks a ton better. And then the tops. This took a ton of time, honestly, a lot more time than I thought it would. But finally, everything's all cleaned up. I could start assembling everything back together. The other night it got pretty late and couldn't record, but I did get the front seats on in. The only thing I'm missing now is the rear seats, and that's what I'm gonna do right now, is put these in. But it looks a whole lot better back here, man. Look at the tops of those seats. Passenger seat. Really makes the car feel a lot more comfortable to drive and to just touch things in the interior, to shift and place things in little pockets and stuff like that. But that's just my opinion, and I guess I'm just kind of weird like that. But interior really makes a difference. And here are those bottoms of the rear seats. They look 100% better, and time to throw these on in. Fully installed into here, looks a whole lot better in here, man. Looks like a different car, honestly, with it all cleaned up from what I remember from working on it when you guys had first seen those videos. Guys, this is going to be it for this video on cleaning up the coupe. This took a ton of time, man. I had gone over these seats twice with OxiClean, scrubbing it on down, using a carpet cleaner, and then doing that twice. And then after that, I used some dish soap, put dish soap all over here, scrubbed it on down again. I did that twice to make sure I get all of the oils, all of the stains, as much as I could, try to get it out of the fabric and make it as clean as I can. And it's still not fully clean. I'm gonna be taking more stuff on out and cleaning it whenever I start fixing some of the other issues. At least with majority of the interior being cleaned, whenever I start taking things on out, some things don't have to be cleaned and some things will. Just try to speed up the process of the cleaning. But this is the reality of making a hoopty into a daily and just trying to work on it and make it a nicer car. Let me know what you guys think of this car, how it's coming together. Still got a lot more things I need to do onto it, but at least it's looking more and more like a presentable daily car. Of course, in the description box there is a link to my eBay and Etsy. If you guys want to support the page in any sort of way, you definitely could do it down there. Now check out some of my other videos and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I have tons of videos uploaded and tons more that are going to be uploaded. Go ahead and check those on out, because as of this video, this is going to be it. I'm going to have to catch you on that next one, player.